Everybody, and welcome to the 2012 edition of Tailgate Talk. We are here to talk about Class B football. Can you believe it's 2012? Another year older and deeper in debt and just as pretty as we were last year. Randy Whitehouse, Kalle. Class B schedule starts with, it seems like every year it starts with this game, and it's a game that both sides look forward to. It's always a little bit contentious. Levitt going up to Hamden. I don't know if you'd call it a rivalry, because Levitt's kind of dominated it in the wins and losses perspective the last few years. What do you see happening? Is this the time to catch Levitt if you're going to get him?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it early on, it's the time to do it, especially when you have a new quarterback and a lot of new players at the skill positions and some coaching turnover as well. It's a tough assignment, though, for Hamden because Levitt just reloading again this year. And it really starts up front with their offensive line, which is, for the most part, back this year, and it's big. They got two 300-pound bookend tackles. They've got some big hogs in the middle as well, and probably early on with the new quarterback, they're going to try to run the football a little bit, rely on that offensive line, veteran a little bit more, and maybe run a little clock and take that part of the game away from him, because they certainly like to move the ball on the ground and chew up the time of possession and try to keep Levitt's explosive offense on the field. But, regardless of who has the ball, it's probably going to be a long game because there's going to be a lot of laundry on the field. That's usually the case when these two teams meet.
Especially up there.
That's right.
Well, another game we want to talk about this week, it was an exciting game last year. One of the better games probably that you saw all year was Greeley and Spruce. It was in Cumberland last year. This year, Spruce Mountain will host it up to Livermore Falls at Griffin Field. Last year, Greeley had a lot of trouble tackling Spruce Mountain's Bill Calden. Calden has graduated, but maybe the flip-flop this year is Spruce has to deal with Sven Jacobson, the big fullback from Greeley.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a problem with him last year, but they, of course, ended up coming out on top. Turned out to be the highlight of their year. Things kind of went downhill from there. But, it's a new era at Spruce Mountain. Walter Polke taking over as the head coach and kind of starting from scratch there. New offense, a lot of new personnel. Some guys that did see time last year because they were just overrun with injuries last season. So some kids that did have some varsity experience going in, so they're not completely green coming into week one. But it's a tough assignment with Greeley, which is really one of the up-and-coming programs I think in Western B. I mean, they're certainly a threat to break into that playoff.
Let's try some one-liners on the other games. Mountain Valley at Westbrook. What do you expect in that one?
I expect Mountain Valley to come out pretty hungry. They like to take on those ex-Class A teams, kind of show them what's what. They did it last year against Westbrook. Had a little bit more trouble with Marshwood, but I expect Mountain Valley, if they're 100% there. There's some question about whether they'll have all the personnel, but I expect them to be pretty angry.
Mount Blewett Brewer, is this the Jordan Whitney show for the Penobscot Valley Fitzy voters?
Yeah, it definitely is to get their attention, but they're not just going to be putting the ball up every play this year. It's a physical football team with Chad Luker and Bradley Jackson running the football behind a pretty good offensive line, so they're going to be balanced, definitely.
We have the Jim Hersom era beginning at Greater Gloucester. The Patriots will host Falmouth on Friday night, so that's another one to look forward to in Class B. For all the coverage of the games, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, check out sunjournal.com. Check out our season preview video that was live if you missed it, but it's been archived for those of you who want to check us out. Check out the Class A and C weekend previews as well. For Randy Whitehouse, I'm Kalle. Enjoy the weekend.